Hi everyone, football fans. On October 8th, rumours suddenly exploded online. Manchester United's sale has entered the advanced stage. But is it really true, or just a clever leak to test the waters? In this episode, let's break down this shocking sale story from 3 angles. The source of the rumour, how credible it is, and what paths it could actually take. 1. Where did the news come from? Most clues trace back to Middle Eastern sports and entertainment official Turki al-Sheikh, whose social media comments were picked up and magnified by both English and Chinese media, claiming that United and a new investor were in the final stages of negotiation. Bear in mind, most of these reports are second-hand reinterpretations, with no solid deal details like share ratio, valuation range, regulatory process, or list of financial advisors. 2. Any official word from the club? Looking at Manchester United's official site, the recent posts are just the usual: sponsorships, tickets, fixture updates. There's nothing about any change in ownership. If the sale were really that close, there would normally be a formal statement or a transaction disclosure. Since there isn't, we're still in the rumour phase. 3. What are the reputable outlets saying? The Guardian's latest Hong Kong edition, in fact, focused on Sir Jim backing Amorim, giving him 3 years, not on any claim that the sale is nearly done. In other words, top-tier media haven't confirmed anything. 4. Azat.tv's detailed report, original context. Azat.tv's article pointed out that al-Sheikh's recent remarks hinted a businessman is in advanced stage talks with Manchester United. Later, he said he'd been misinterpreted or overanalyzed, yet he didn't flatly deny it either, keeping speculation alive. The article also reviewed United's shareholding structure. The Glazer family remain major shareholders, Sir Jim holds a minority stake, and Middle Eastern capital has long been interested in Premier League giants. From the fans' perspective, the piece mentioned how a new owner could bring funding and reform, but others fear it might rewrite the club's traditions. Our take is this. These leaks may not be well-grounded, but they reflect the mood behind the market, especially when discussions about stadium financing, governance, and long-term competitiveness are heating up. Just the phrase advanced stage is enough to set emotions ablaze. 5. Why did the rumour blow up so quickly? Because 3 lines converged. Old Trafford's reconstruction and funding needs. Middle Eastern investors' long-term interest in the Premier League. The club being in a rebuild, the market easily joins random dots into a full story. Once someone leaks a hint, other potential investors or past bidders comment on it, and suddenly it feels real. 6. Credibility score, out of 10. Let's rate it using 3 indicators. Official documents, 0. Authoritative media, 1. Secondary sources, 2 to 3. This round scores around 3 to 4. There's smoke, but no fire yet. Short-term deal completion chance, low to medium. 7. Possible capital operation paths. A. Partial share reinvestment, the most realistic and aligned with stadium financing needs. B. Step-by-step increase towards control, depends on valuation, regulation, and negotiation power. C. Full sale in the short term, hardest option, requires crystal clear valuation and financing structure. 8. Sir Jim and Amorim's position. Sir Jim's recent tone leans towards long-term management, giving Amorim 3 years, effectively cooling down expectations of any quick ownership shakeup. That stance itself already dampens the imminent sale talk. 9. Signs to watch for real change. If any of these happen, then things might truly be shifting. Official or stock exchange disclosures. BBC, Foot, or Bloomberg publishing concrete deal terms. Financing documents tied to the stadium rebuild being revealed. 10. Summary. This round feels more like market temperature testing plus a deliberate leak. No solid evidence yet in the short term, though medium to long-term capital maneuvers remain possible. The key is to distinguish official signals from second-hand noise, the former are the real compass. So what do you think? Is this just a staged rumor to drive up value, or have talks genuinely reached the late stage? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell. See you next time.